Welcome back to Escape from Pertam, and you're on with Pixie Rain, and it looks like we just had a ship come down. I don't know. It's right out there. It's too far down. Wherever that ship is, it just hit. Or it's about to hit. Wow, that's, what is it, on the other side of the planet? Okay, so it's apparently 7 clicks. Okay, it crashed hard then. What else we got going on out here? Sheffield Farm, we got a stash beacon. Where's that at? Had a few things come up, it looks like. We got a stash beacon. Where are you at? Okay, we're completely going in a circle here. Okay, why am I not... Okay, so the stash beacon's 5 clicks that way. And the ore processing is 10 clicks. I don't know. This looks like stuff happened out that way. Oh well. It's not like we're going to do anything about it anyway right now. We've got some more pressing issues. Like the food situation, I think. Oh, we got some flatbread. Nice. Well, let's eat that. Let's eat some flatbread. And that'll give us a little bit of nutrition, which is what we need. Well, this episode, we're gonna, we gotta come up with a plan, guys. I mean, it's just gonna have to be a thing. We've got to get another vehicle. I'd like to get our truck back, but it's starting to look like that's far away. Now, we have this reactor right here, so we do have some power. But I'd really like to get some power cells and a battery. Hey, thanks for joining. I'd really like to get some power cells and battery set up so we can go out and get some more salvage, and something with a weapon system would be great. Okay, and a stash beacon. That means we could have a stash satellite come down and crash, which would be definitely some useful salvage. So we've got to build ourselves a vehicle, and that's gonna be tricky because we don't really have the platform we had when we made the spider last time. So you know what this means, guys? This means we're gonna have to build something down below. Let's go ahead and check our little growing situation. Oh, look. Looks like the fruit's up, the wheat's up. Nice. And we got vegetables, and we've got, oh my gosh, we've got food. We need to make some food. Let's go ahead and make some food here, guys. We're gonna do this. Alright, so let's see here. Food processor, let's get some production going on here. Okay, so we don't have any algae. We should probably get an algae container set up. We got grain, we got, let's see, grain and fruit, so we can do some of those. How many do you get in the... That's the other thing, is how much fruit... Wait a minute. How does this work? Do we have to, like, physically... Crop yield, crop health, okay, do we harvest like that? Oh, shoot, we get 2 out of it? That's it? Harvest the grains. Wow, this is gonna take a while. Alright, so that's that and that and that, okay? So now we gotta go down and get our seeds and plant some more. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're gonna grab 1 seed. I mean, that is really the cool part, is we only need 1 of each one of those. You really got to have a lot of these farm things going on, I think. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get... Also, we definitely need to get this whole situation taken care of here. I think what I'm going to do is, what we're going to do is, before we do anything else, let's wait. I want to get this garden area sealed up because we need to keep our food safe. I don't want to have a risk of a sandstorm wiping it out or something like that. But right now we need to make some food, so let's do that. All right. Okay, so now we have food in here. And I'm going to run over here, and I think we have raw meat in here too. No, we don't. Is there raw meat in here? No. Oh, that's right. I still have plant and cook still enabled on this particular series still. Huh. Interesting. I'll have to remember that. Okay, let's get some cooking done here, guys. Oh, look, we got all kinds. We can do fruit bars, all kinds of good stuff. We can do spaghetti. Oh. It'll take all their grain, but if we don't have that, what can we mix with fruit and... Yeah, let's do spaghetti. That's a good one. Alright, and then that leaves us with garden slaw and red pellets. Do some red pellets, and that's all we can make. We've got vegetables and mushrooms, but we're missing some of the other stuff too. I think getting some algae will be good. We want to get an algae farm. Honestly, that is a good beginning game thing, and I think that it's going to be important for us, I think, long term. I also think that we should definitely secure this place up as much as possible. I just feel like we're going to get in trouble at some point, and it's not going to be pretty. But I don't really have the... I don't think we have... Do we have glass to do this with? No, and that's... We got... Yeah, we're only at 32. Yeah, we don't have enough glass. Pretty sure we're not going to be getting anything set up on that. So let's go ahead and do what we can, and then... Oh, wait. Let's drop our food off in our food bin. Now, I'm going to drop off... let's see, that does 34. We'll drop the spaghetti off, and we'll drop the red pellets. And then I am going to grab these burgers, and we'll use those as like a first aid kit. They don't help with the hunger because they're not part of the regular base game, but they do help with the other. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and have another flatbread, get that hunger level up. I really would like to go out to that stash location and see if we can get something, but I'm afraid if we try to run out there, we're going to run into big problems in the form of some really wicked bugs, you see. Oh, crap. Did I... Wait a minute. Am I still on... Oh, man. Oh, good gravy. I hope I didn't leave this thing on... I had to... Yep, I deleted some stuff. Crap. Alright, guys. We know the drill. When I leave it on, I gotta delete it. Man, that just sucks. Let's go inside. Really? I'm gonna try to break it down if I can. Alright, let's see. Yep, that does it. Okay, now I'm back to where I was before. Wasted a bunch of ammo, but you know what? That's my punishment, man. I should be on top of that stuff, guys. Up, bugs. Bugs? We got bugs? No? Alright. Okay, so where are we going to set up this rover? And we gotta have a weapon or something on it? Huh. I wonder if I put it on here, I can just drive it off the back of this. I just feel like if I go down here, I'm not going to do well. Alright, so we're going to do this. Now this will not be where the only thing it'll be. I just want a place to work. And normally I would be up, like all over the place, but I just want a place where I can do some work on this little rover thing. And then I figure we can just drive it off and have it land and bounce. It should be able to jump off of here, I hope. If not, we can just run a ramp down it. No big deal. Really? Okay, that's useful. Oh, get around it. There are bugs everywhere. Yucky. Alright, fine. Okay. I really want to figure out what we got going on over there. But it's okay. We're gonna work on this way. Alright, so I wish I could put those somewhere else actually. Where would I put those that I could put them so they'd be put away properly? I kind of want them over here, but there's really nowhere to put those unless I put one here, but even if I put one here, I still have to have the other one somewhere. Well, gotta make do. Alright, let's go ahead and set up a we're gonna start this little, it's gonna be a quick little deal because I want to just go and grab stuff and be gone. But we're gonna want to make sure this little rover is big enough that we've got at least a cargo or two. And then we're gonna make it pretty simple, but I do want to have an internal cockpit so that we can be able to be out of the way of the bugs. So I'm thinking like a simple rover, but we're gonna use we're gonna leave a spot. If I can get a spot where I can put the maybe merge block in battery from something. We just don't have any way of grabbing the battery and hauling it up though. That's the problem. And that's tricky. So we're just gonna, we need something. Ah, that'll work. Alright, let's go ahead and go over here to... You know what, guys? I forgot to tell you. Check this out. I told you at the end of the week we'd be able to go over all the stuff that comes in the DLC. So let's take a look. Let's take a minute and take a look and see what we've got. Okay? So we roll along here. Let's see what's different. Because we do have the DLC to work from this time. So here we are. So in the DLC we have the half algae farm. And see, that's what it looks like. A little half block algae farm, which actually might work out really well for us on this. The lighter weight might make a difference. Plus we can just tack it onto the outside of something, and it functions kind of like a window too, which is really cool, I think. I really like this one. Okay, so I gotta make sure I'm not in that. Yeah. Okay, good. And then of course we have the algae farm. We have the irrigation system, and then let's see here. We have, in addition to that, we have now survival kit type 2. And that's what it looks like. And you know what? We're gonna we'll turn this around and look. See, this is what it looks like right like that. And it comes in large grid and it comes in small grid as well. So here's our small grid type 2. And you'll notice it has, one of the things I found interesting about it is it's got connectors on the top and the bottom as opposed to the sides like the other one. So that is going on in here. Let's see here. What else do we got? Okay, we're going to go over here to logistics and excuse me, guys. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden I get scratchy throat. Take some of this water. We also have storage bins. Not very big, huh? Well, they get bigger. And then they get bigger. Pretty cool, huh, guys? And in addition, it comes the storage bin, I think. Oh, I thought maybe it came in small grid. It looks like it's only large grid, but I still think it looks kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of like a Tupperware kind of storage bin. Okay, what else we got going on here, guys? Let's take a look. Let's see. Doing a quick check, looking for anything that's different. And we've got a half oxygen farm too. Another really cool idea. I'm really going to enjoy using these half oxygen farms to replace the windows in rooms and stuff, because you can use it to see through and it serves a purpose, which I think is really cool. As a matter of fact, you know what we should do? We should do algae farms in here if there was a way to do it. But I don't know that we can do it with this deal here, because we would need to have some sort of piping in place. But we could probably do it on the roof, maybe? No. Because I think it would be so cool to have it set up in here and have it actually run in here somehow, but I just don't see how we could do it with the way we've got this design set up. It's just not going to be feasible, unfortunately. But it's still really cool, guys. I think it's amazing. And there's nothing that says you can't do it, not just on the top, but on the bottom as well, you know. And we could still maybe possibly put some right here. I don't know. We'll see. What else we got? Let's see. Okay, so we got half oxygen farms. I don't care. And now we have type 2 grinders. That's the welder we currently have. That's type 1. Now we have type 2 welder. Kind of cool looking. And a regular grinder. And now I really like this new grinder. The type 2 grinder I think looks so cool. Reminds me of those really giant excavation crane things you see on the TV that big huge mining corporations use. I think it's so cool looking. I'm looking to see if there's anything else that I didn't see. Nope. And yeah, that looks like some good stuff. Alright, those are our mod stuff. So yeah, I think there's just some good stuff added onto that DLC. I really am going to like the grinder and the drill. That's going to be really the thing we're going to do. Alright, so let's get in that mindset. Let's go ahead and jump back down to the task at hand. We want to get this little rover built. Ah, man. Alright, so we're going to come out this way. Now the trick is going to be getting this thing done so that, I don't know, I don't know that that's going to be high enough. Well, we'll find out. Alright, let's go with, we're gonna go with, left side. Yeah, that's enough, I guess. Alright, and then... Alright, so we're gonna get this side over here set up. I'll tell you one thing though, we gotta make sure this thing is up and rolling before we even think about. Perfect. Oh, I like it. Alright, cool. Alright, it's like the spider, but not quite like the spider, you know? And that's okay, because it's running off of a small reactor, so it's not like, you know, but I'd like to get a battery on it at some point. Okay, let me check. Alright. All of a sudden I got this idea in my head. Okay, good. Alright, so let's see here. Got this gray right here, which we're gonna work on. You know, that's the other reason why I like to do it there. I like to do it high up like that, not just because it keeps the wheels up, but it also means I can crawl underneath it, and I don't have to worry. Okay, we're gonna need tubes, lots of tubes. Alright, energy's low. Do we have a place to sit down out here, or are we gonna have to walk all the way in here? Okay. We really need to get some sort of table set up in here. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and have a sit down here on the toilet. Take care of some business while we work on getting this ride in place. It looks like the stash beacon is gone. And so the only thing left is the unknown Sheffield farm, and then of course our markers. Yeah. The Mr. Truck marker, I don't know that is that really a thing? Or is that our, oh wow, that's, what in the heck? The ore facility is 598 clicks. Oh, that's because we were over at that facility, that's right. And that wasn't an ore facility? Oh, that's right. That was our on the way to the ore facility thing. That's right. I forgot. Alright, guys. Let's get back to it. We need some materials. We're going to need these. Let's go ahead and have a burger. Oh, good. We're buffed up. Nice. Alright. We need small pipes to finish the wheels outlaid here. You know what? I think we're gonna put a gat on the top of this thing too. Honestly, I feel almost like we should just make another truck. Like Mr. Truck Part 2. I don't know. I want to be able to make it in such a way that I can turn into a hovercraft, but, you know. Alright, we got to get some pipes. Where are we going to get pipes? Where do we always get pipes? We go down below and work on our... We disassemble our scaffolding, because, you know, that's what you do when you're out of pipes. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Hopefully it doesn't break when I drop it down on the ground, because that would suck. Probably should just do a little bit of a ramp off of here at some point. Okay, we need more large, actually. No, no large steel tubes with you. Ah, but you do. Perfect. I mean, it's a fairly short base, so it's going to be kind of, you know, a thing. You know what I might do? I might put an unwelded battery in here, and I'll tell you why I would do that. Is because it's still going to provide you with the weight of an actual battery. Oh gosh, I thought for sure I could get up there, but apparently that's not the way it's going to go. Okay, no problem. We're just going to go back down here to the armor plating again, and we're going to set up that. Okay, I got other armor plates that are going to go in there too. And we're going to go bugs. Usually pauses right before they show up. Told ya. Alright, we'll take those. Guys, these guys still, all they give you is like the same stuff you're... Oh! That's a magnesium. We'll take that. That works. A little magnesium, that's good. Okay, what's your load status here, dude? You still got plenty ammo? Yep, you do. Good. My primary anti-bug gun there. Oh, what do we got? Oh, that's Space Pirate Mayday again. And the Sheffield Farm. Alright, so back to working on our fun little spider. Alright, let's get this thing welded up here. Figured I'd be smart about it. We'll leave that back end open for now. Alright, so we're gonna switch over to a white. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll do a white. Let's do a white rust color. That might look kind of cool, so we'll do that. And that's going to be... We're going to do a half beam on the side. I think that's gonna look kind of neat. And then on the front here, that's where we're gonna put the well, do I want to put the head? Yeah, I think I want to put I'm gonna either put a motor there or I'll put a battery there. If I put a motor there, I could set up some hydrogen tanks, but I mean, yeah, I could do that, and then I could move the motor over and we could still have this to do stuff with, I guess. You know what I was thinking too? Maybe it might be kind of cool. I wonder if, well, we could always grind this part out, but I'm thinking having this set up so that we could put a connector underneath this. If we decide to make this into a flyer, we can. So if we set up a connection device here. Let's see here. Let's go here. Let's take a look at logistics. If we set up... Oh yeah, it's pretty big. I mean, if we set up something like this, then that would work, but it would also... It would also kind of be bulky. But it would give us the ability to put up a turret, too. Alright. Let's get some, we want to get, let's see, hold on. Where's some interior? I know there's got to be some, there we are. I knew there was some interior plates around here. Okay, interior plates. Oh! We need construction components. Oh, wow. Okay. Where's that survival kit? You know what? I think it's time for us to switch survival kits. Let's tear this one down and we'll put the new survival kit in place. Oh, wait. If we do that, we're going to have to put up a conveyoring system up here. No, we won't. We'll just use the conveyor line on the bottom. So let's set it up. Let's do that. I love doing the new stuff, you know? Yep, there it is, like that. We're gonna change up the color scheme a little bit, though. We're gonna go with the clean white for this because it's not the vehicle. Alright, and there we go. Nice! This is gonna be the new Type 2 survival kit that came with the DLC for Apex Survival. Kinda cool, I have to say. I kinda like it a lot more because it gives you like these options for conveyoring. Not for conveyoring, but for manufacturing. I like that a lot. So yeah, that's really cool. We're gonna go ahead and change this display. And usually I'd put our rules on there, but if I don't have to put the rules on there, it's a great spot to put the weather. So we can decide if our crops are gonna make it or not. Alright. There we go. Looks like we got some low winds today is going to be the weather for the day. That is okay. So let's go ahead and get some production going. And what we're going to do is we're going to... Oops. No, no, no. We don't want to do that. We want these. We'll do about 300 of those. We can get more steel by disassembling with the assembler the thing that I was about to disassemble. So yeah. All right. And then we go over here, and we hit this button here, and we can collect our goodies. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. You know, an H2O2 gen would be nice, but we do have the issue of connecting it to the ship if we want to take it with. We're going to need a location for a connector, and we're going to probably need a location for a few other things too. It's a shame it doesn't, there isn't, we can't do some sort of like, I don't know. We'll have to do like an well, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. We got this. So let's go to the logistics though, and let's look at this. I mean, at least this gives us options. We could set the reactors on the side of this, and that does give us some options. It's not exactly what I wanted to do, but it'll do the job. And that will give us some storage capacity, which is good. And then this up here, hopefully we've got the grids on hand to set this up, because I kind of wanted to have a defensive capability. That would be really nice. Hope it doesn't make it too top heavy, but you know, you do the best you can as you can, and that's just all there is to it, right? Well, we will have the side mounts on here too. We can put those there, and then, yeah, I like that. Alright, and then up front here, we'll have the, let's get a control seat. I just want a cockpit. I don't want to do anything fancy else. But we don't have a choice because we need to... Okay, so flush cockpit wasn't going to work either. Fighter cockpit would work, but it doesn't work. Ah, nope. It's even that's not going to work very well, because it's not going to connect right. Well, that's awkward. Now we could turn it, but if we turn it, it's not gonna, well, yeah, it's not gonna convey right. So you know what we're gonna have to do, guys? We're gonna have to do the good old-fashioned conveyor converter. Oh, it's always something around here. Okay, so we got the good old-fashioned conveyor converter. Bam. Alright. So then we go, you know what we could do? It just occurred to me. We're going to want to have it be airtight, but I know how we can do that. Alright. So the cab is not going to work because the conveying lines are in the wrong place. But this one will work because the conveying lines are in the correct place. So we'll have to do something about this front end then, I guess. Not sure how we'll do it, but we'll figure it out, I guess. Maybe run it out a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and do the color scheme on that. Let's go down to our light armor blocks. And then we'll go, and we'll just do a couple of this like this. And then this one here will actually, let's do this one as, oh wait, you know what? We're going to do this one first. We'll take this one off, that one off, and then we'll put lights under here, which would be really cool. Let's get that done on here. The way I see it, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do if we're gonna make a little rover that runs out that way. all the components are present. So that works out good. Alright, so that takes care of that part of things. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and get this set up. Now here's what we're going to do. Now here's the fun part. We do this. Now if we want oxygen, this is an oxygenated environment. We don't have to have an oxygen tank. All we need to have is something like this. And that should provide us with oxygen. I know. I know it's critical, but you know what? Critical life is how it is. Okay, so I'm thinking... Okay, so we're going to change this up a little bit. I want to go back to using the slightly rusty look. Oh. I want the white, slightly rusty look. Alright, so I'm going to go back over to those I-beams, and I have an idea on how I want to do this. I want the I-beam to actually come out. Like this, maybe? No. I want something that's like a little bit more... No, we want something that's going to be a little bit more like this. Yeah, this works better. Only because I'm going to put a battery on this side, I think. Oh, that works out good. And then, from that, what I can do...
No energy.
Really? We're doing this? There, now we got energy. Okay, so I'm thinking we get this thing built up, we're going to put a battery on the side. That way, if we run across the small grid battery, we should be able to grind that the keeper off of there and then put it up against it, hopefully, and be able to merge block it to the rover and have it in place. Ideally, that's what we would want, and it's going to go nestled up underneath the Gatling gun, which will be on top to provide some cover fire, assuming we've got the grids for it. I don't know that we'll have the grids for it, but we also don't know what kind of salvage we're going to find out there. And ideally, we take this out to where that one salvage location is and go from there. If we can get it back to that salvage location, I would like to convert the wheels over to thrusters and have ourselves have like a hover vehicle. If we can do that, then we can put underneath a connector that can pop it right on top of the connector on the back of the... Alright, well, we got bugs to go deal with, so let's go get some bugs. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the reactor on here too. That way it doesn't despawn, because that would so suck. And I'm gonna pull all 42 uranium off of here because, you know, it seems kind of silly not to do that. So I'm thinking we're gonna put it on this side, or we could put it on, oh, actually, you know, it might be smarter is to put it on the side opposite the fan, actually. I mean, I want it protected, but I also don't want it, like, in a bad spot, you see? And I really don't like those other ones. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see if we got any other reactor components. We could split the load between reactors, which would be really good too. Yeah. Oh man, this is such a pain in the butt. We have to try to figure out how to do this. Can we even transfer it? Nope. It won't let you transfer it because there's no power to the grid. Ah, ha ha ha, man. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Huh. You know what? I have an idea. It's not a good idea, but it's an idea. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish getting this thing sorted. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything that'll fit in that spot, actually. Alright, so that's secure. We got that up there. Get some more stuff in place here. That as much done as we can. Now on this side over here was what I had in mind for the battery. Like a little, like doing something like this. Right there. And then I don't know what I'd do on this side. Maybe a second battery? I don't think I don't believe I'd have a survival kit or anything like that. But we could put a survival kit out back there if we've got the components for it. What would that look like? Yeah, see, a survival kit type 2 is about that big. But it's too big to put there, really. So, to offset the weight of that, we probably need to put something over here. Maybe another battery? Well. Oh, you know, we could put over there a barrel, a couple of barrels. There we go. Barrel, battery, good to go. And then, yeah, so that'll work out nice. We get the weight on that side, it'll be fine. And then we've got that access point there. Let's go ahead and get a gyro on here. We're going to need gyro, antenna, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get, oh yeah, I definitely want one of these. Because honestly, there's nothing that you can do to make me think that that would not be a good idea. And I'll put one there. And I'll put one there. Then over here we'll put, let's see here, we're gonna go with, oh wow, I always wonder what that looked like. That's cool. I like that a lot, actually. That is really cool, like so cool, guys. So yeah, this episode, we're basically just doing this, this construction stuff because honestly we need to get it done. We need to be able to have things set up so that you know, and actually that's a perfect spot for that right there. And then we just run the antenna back along this side right there. Alright, there we go. That's what we got. Let's go ahead and get these in place. Alright, I'm trying to think of anything else I might want on here, but I can't think of anything else. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some more materials. Well, I know we got some of those, that's good. What else we got down here that we could utilize? We're so short on GAD ammo. We better load up on some. As a matter of fact, let's get the industrial assembler back to Gatling ammo production, because oh no, I want an assembly. Alright. Take the Gatling ammo. Actually, I probably should take a couple canvases, maybe, in case we need to jump off a cliff. Other than that, I don't know. And then we'll drop a few of these in here too. And then we'll drop of those, just so that we have some ammo for a rifle. Alright, and we'll grab those. Okay. Comps, yeah. Looks like we're looking for comps, guys. We're looking for those. Alright, we got the gyro in place. Alright.
Energy low.
Energy's low. Let's go back and get some energy. Oh crap, we better eat some food. Gotta have a flatbread meal pack. That should get us hunger back up, and we'll go ahead and have a sit down again, guys. So this is turning out to be pretty good, guys. I do have to admit, this build is definitely coming along. I want to be able to get that reactor set up, though, and I don't think there's any other reactor components in the entire ship. So let's take a look. I'm gonna search for reactor. Nope, we don't have any more reactor components anywhere. I shouldn't have broke them down. That was really dumb, honestly. I can't make those things, so it's like really bad. However, what I can make... did I see... Ah, yes. So here's my idea to jumpstart this thing. We make a solar panel to slap on there to give it just a teeny weeny little bit of power. This is just really micro power, but enough to be able to get this thing up and running. So let's do that. And what we'll do is we'll leave this on here for a minute. Alright, so does that... Okay, so that... Is it giving power? Is it giving... No. Because there's no... Ah, where's the sun at? Really? You're right there. Can't you be, like, directly over us? Ah, alright, fine. Make this difficult. So we're gonna put this over here, and we'll run it like that. Okay, now that should start up the reactor. Yep, it did. Outstanding. Actually, you know, we're going to leave that in place. And the reason why we're going to leave that in place is because that is going to be the emergency power system for this thing. And once I empty out my pockets, I'm going to put it inside the cockpit. It'll be part of the cockpit supplies. So all in all, not a bad little beastie. We'll get it sorted. Need pipes, steel pipes, more pipes. Well, there's only one place to get pipes. Let's see, who haven't we ground down yet? Ah, there's another one. Cool. Okay, let's take this one back. There's that Space Pirate Mayday over there. I swear I'm gonna go to that one day. Now the beacon's good when you're not planning on... Okay, welding speed is increased. Wow, that's a really good buff. Alright, so we need large pipes. I don't think I've got any extra large pipes in here, do we? No. That was not nice. I still never fixed that. It's an OSHA violation. It's an OSHA violation, everybody. Oh, more bugs. Ah, no. I will not accept that my inventory is full. Actually, you know what? We're gonna drop a few things off. This, that, and that are all going in there. And then down here, we're gonna drop that, that. And then we're gonna go over here without falling in the hole and get a pipe, because we need a pipe for this. And then these over here require pipes also. You know what? I got those wrong. Do I? Nah. Nah, they'll live. Alright, that looks good. I like that. Do we have any grids? Let's see if we got grids. We need 5 grids. Do we have any grids? Come on, grids. I honestly don't remember. Ah, yes, we do. Outstanding. Then we will have a functioning Gatling gun. Out freaking standing. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and we'll put a connector on the back of this. It's not like we're going to be using it, but we are going to be using it, you know. I mean, the extra ability to be able to have something there is going to make a little bit of a difference for us, so I think it's worth it. I mean, I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to get this back end up and running so that everything is tidied up. Actually, we're going to go with... Let's go with this one here. Alright, let's go ahead and get this done. Alright, get this in place there. And then T-junction block there. No, I don't want an A. Ah, that's perfect right there. Alright, that works, and that we'll go ahead and set that all up. Only because that's going to give it a little bit more security. Yeah, so I think we got ourselves a good little vehicle here. Alright, so we got some, yeah, we got steel pipes. Alright, so let's go ahead and dump off all our materials. So you don't need any of the rest of that. Well, wait a minute, we do need some of those. We'll drop that, that, and that. Okay, cool. Alright, that looks good. Alright, let's go downstairs and see about extending a bit of a de facto ramp off the back end of the thing, and let's assume that I can, like, actually climb the ladder down. Alright, whoa, easy, easy, easy. Alright. Well, that wasn't smart. Do I have? I don't. So we're going to do this way. Ha! Alright, we have green. Ow. Really? Okay, parking is engaged. We have our little beastie here. I'm gonna take the solar panel off here in just a second, but I wanted to go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and off the antenna right now. But we're going to keep the beacon active because I like the idea of having the ability to find my thing. It's kind of important, guys. It's kind of important. Alright. So now we have ourselves a basic rover, just like that. Bam. And then we're going to go ahead and go down here. Power's good. We're going to give it a bunch of strength. Height offset's good. Friction's offset. We're gonna drop the speed down to about here, about 90. All right, cool. Now we're gonna do a. Yeah, good. We got a good wheel check there. That's good. All right. It's a short wheelbase vehicle, not too bad. Yeah. We'll see how it goes though. So before I go flying off again, let's get the emergency power system off of here and put into the cockpit. Okay, emergency power system in cockpit. We're going to include the... Alright, and then we're going to go over here to the storage compartment here. And we're going to grab the emergency supplies. So now we have a proper emergency supply. We have 10 rounds of ammo for the gun. Our weapon is got extra ammo. We've got all this other stuff. We're good to go. Alright guys, we are set. And of course, all of the markers goes away. Ah, you guys, this is not cool. It's okay though. Alright, let's go. Whoa, no, 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 no. Wow. That is a super gyro bounce going on there. I need a wider wheelbase. Because this is... Yeah. Alright, so... Oh crap. Really? I know what the pause is. I'm like going up here trying to get away from the bugs that are gonna come after me. Okay, so that wheelbase is way too short, guys. I mean, I'm gonna have all kinds of problems with that. I can see it happening already. Yeah, that's not cool. Alright, so... I think after the next huge blast of bugs, okay, well, isn't this interesting? Yeah, we're definitely going to need to, yeah, we're definitely going to have to do something about this, this base is way too narrow, I think. I wonder if it'd make a difference if I went through and I did the back part. Oh, it's not too bad. It does tend to be a little top heavy on my tight turns. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, these turns are really just weird. So let's go ahead and pull it in here. And then hey, wow, they really came up on me, didn't they? Alright, what else we got here? What kind of goodies you got? Ooh, pipes. That's good. Alright. Why don't you guys ever have a power cell, man? I want a power cell. Like, can you please give me a power cell? I mean, the pipes are great because I can't make pipes. But a power cell would be just so nice, you know? Oh, wow. Look at that. We really bent up everything, didn't we? That, everyone, is why you armor plate your stuff. Wow, we really bashed that up doing that bouncy bounce, didn't we? Yeah. Alright, so this whole getup has got to come back some. Because we need to get a wider wheelbase on this thing for turns. So what we might do is throw another... we might throw a second cargo pod on here, maybe. Yeah, that might be smart. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's really bash her up a little bit by throwing together a quick little ramp setup. And then this is, I know a lot of people like to do pistons and all kinds of stuff like that. I like doing this. Because for me, this works out really well. There we go. And now, since we're up on here, I can go ahead and clear these out. Yeah, see, we wiped that out completely. Alright, let's go ahead and get that out. About further out, probably about maybe this far out. And then we're going to go out like this. Yeah, that works nicely. Yeah, and then we'll put it right about here. I wonder if I can actually just get it out there, or if I gotta do another wheel. Well, you know what we could do? We could just double wheel it, I guess, if we really wanted to, but let's see. Ha! We do get a double wheel on there. Cool. And I'm pretty sure that this wider wheelbase is going to make a difference in the ability to be able to get around here. Let's see, this could be left. Of course, genius here. Let's just put it on upside down while we're at it. Because, you know, time is not of the essence around here or anything. Okay, now we're getting this thing all welded up. See, this is what I like to do. I like to use these little, I call them like little jacks, but basically, yeah. Get these things set up. Cool. Now let's hop inside and see what we got. Oh, that's the other thing we need to do. We need to change that air vent to, okay, so if you put it to depressurize, it should suck in oxygen. See, now we're at 100% O2 right now, no matter what we do. And that's actually really cool. Let's check and make sure we're, okay, yeah, we are. It looks like we're wider, but we're really not. See? Yeah, I like this a lot better actually. This is snazzy. All right, let's go ahead and get wheels set up. Oh my gosh, did I do 2 lefts? Oh man, that sucks. I can't believe I did 2 lefts. Okay, well it's not gonna matter because I'm taking the steering away, but okay, so that's a thing. All right, we're gonna equalize it out by going to the wheel thing and add these guys to it. Okay, now it's set and saved. Now let's go ahead and, yeah, there we go, 60% power, 60% power, right, offset, friction. And there we are. Oh yeah, see, look how it turned. Whoa! Yeah, it still kind of turns a little bit. If you do a real tight one, it'll flip a little bit, but oh yeah, it's a lot more stable. Oh, I like that. Alright, that's good. That's real good. I think we've got a really good option here. Now we just need to get the situation set up okay with this whole cargo container in the back. Yeah. We don't happen to have anything. No, we don't. Can we get access to anything? Oh, we can. Okay, no. Good. Okay. So let's go ahead and get ourselves our cargo container on the back of this thing. And then we'll be good to go. Uh-oh. Yeah, see? Nice, 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 nice. Another, let's see here, we're gonna get, oh, there it is. Alright guys, we are set. 2 cargo containers, we got our little battery prepare thing over on this side. We got a couple of tanks. Can I get to these guys up here? Yep, we can get 1, and I can get 2 by standing on top of here. So that's good. We got a couple of tanks there too, so we're set. Works out nice. I like it. Alright, cool. And it runs on the reactor, so it's not too bad of a deal. It doesn't use a lot of energy, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Let's see, the beacon uses 2 kilowatts. So we're at 12 kilowatts. Interior lights are negligible. So we're at 12, 16, and 18 kilowatts. The GAT, I don't know. Cockpit, I don't know. The 26 kilowatts for the Warfare reactor, and it produces, yeah, see, output's 29. That's gonna be great. That's got like a day's worth of power just on what's in it. And what are we looking at? Oh yeah, we better eat some food. I'll have a flatbread. Thank you very much. Yummy, yummy. Good food for my tummy. Yeah, we still have 42 in there. I mean, that's just the 199 that's running off it right now. So yeah, that's fine. We're good. We're golden. All right, we'll greeble it up later. So yeah, that happened. That's good. We got that up and running. So now we have a capability to go get salvage. We have a capability to go possibly get back and get Mr. Truck. So yeah, this is good. This is really good. Makes me happy. I like this new. I like this thing. I really like the idea of this Apex survival thing. I like the blocks. I mean, that survival kit's going to be my new standby. I mean, this looks like a survival kit. I like how it looks. I love how we got food now. It's so awesome. Yeah, this makes me happy. But we do have a lot more work to do on our patchwork airship, and we've got to get this thing actually moving, and that is going to require a lot more materials. It's crazy, guys. I mean, we've got stuff we can't get unless we salvage, so we're going to have to find some salvage. And that's just all there is to it. Alright, I'm gonna do some pipes are a big deal for us these days. Uh-oh. No! No! Why is it... Why... What happened? Exposure. Ah, crap. Oh, man. This is not good, guys. Why is the water level low? Do we need to go get... Oh. Well, guys, this is what we're going to need to do. We need more ice. Our food died. We've got to get our food section set up. We've got to get this thing airtight. I don't care if I've got to slap a bunch of steel plates around it. We've got to get it airtight. I mean, that's all there is to it, really. Well, that's what we're going to have to do next episode. This episode, we do have the... we got to come up with a name for it, though. But we got our little rover down there. So, yeah. You know what I might do? Man, there's so much to do. I think I'm just gonna get inside the industrial cockpit. Oh, wait. Oh, did I put that on there? I don't know if did I add that one mod I wanted to add because I wanted to put a crewman here? Mechanical windows, high-tech mods. No, I did not. I want to get animated. We're gonna get a crewman there. What in the weather? What is the... Okay, what is the... Whoa, whoa, whoa. What kind of weather is this? Sandstorm. That's what killed our plants. With the debris. Ah. Yep, we definitely got to fix that. Wait, what does that say? Yep. Oh. Ow, what happened? Oh, inferno heat. Bugs. We got bugs. Alright, we're going off the backside. Where are they at? Let's go get it. Okay, where's the other bugs? Alright, sandstorm's getting pretty bad out here, guys. You gotta watch out, though, on these sandstorms, because with the new rules, you're gonna get smacked with stuff, so I'd like to not get hit by anything, and visibility is pretty crappy, so let's get indoors. Really, we can't do anything because we're not pressurized, except in the cockpits of things, so guess what we're doing? We're gonna go sit in the cockpit for a while, guys, because, you know, and then we'll have to sweep out our house. Alright, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of, well, this wonderful episode. I did not title it correctly, so I'm gonna have to retitle it, guys. I did a Scrapyard Pirates Life episode yesterday, and I did not properly do this escape from Pertam, so I'm gonna have to update it. But I'll get it for you guys. I'll get it taken care of right now. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next time on Space Engineers Escape from Pertam.